Alright, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me again. Today, as you can see, is another JPL review show of Game Week 15. Now we have a lot of things to cover. We have the games to cover, which we're going to run through independently. And also we're going to look at the top goal scorer. We're going to look at the table, how the table looks after Game Week 15. And most definitely, we will have a look at the team of the week, in which something that many people are always looking out for. So stay tuned. As you know, most important part of this show is you hitting that like button, because you're going to receive some quality information. And also, if you're here for the first time, if you're seeing this channel for the very first time, I would implore you to also hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more shows. Hit that notification bell. As I said, you will get more content on a regular and daily basis. Reggae Boyz, as you know, Jamaica football, and all different types of footballing content, sports content, I would definitely say. So let's get cracking with the show. Let's start off with the games that we see over the weekend. Let me come out of the way. First game of the day, I didn't get much coverage of this one, was Veer being defeated by Tivoli. No, Tivoli at least revived, getting 3 points. Now Veer struggling. That defensive setup is not working too well for this Veer team, and definitely I do think that they need to add a little bit more to their arsenal in regards to scoring goals, because they're not getting any goals. They're sitting back deep and still conceding goals, and I don't know how you work that one out. Now, next game of the day, these are all the games that play on Sunday. 4 games played on Sunday. We have Montego Bay versus Mount Pleasant, a watery effect. How could I? You ever play those football games where it's strictly bathing conditions in the mud? If you can see even some of the highlights that was brought up on the show on the Mount Pleasant TV and also on their social media network, you'll see a lot of the action that took place. But definitely it was a good encounter from my counterparts who gave me the information, who watched that game and analyzed it, and they said it was a good encounter. Totally, they said a good performance from Donovan Degree and also Sole McCullough, who stood out most definitely. So that's a good look. 3-0, Mount Pleasant back on winning way, surging up the table again where they think or where they believe that they might belong, and that is quite good. Now we have the next game in Cavaliers versus Umberland. This one is most definitely a surprising one. Umberland was in great form now, picking up a little bit of consistency. They drew to Arnett and now they defeated the Cavaliers team, and it is shown that they are working on some other things other than getting the ball in the back of the net, which is quite important. So Umberland saw 2 goals scored. I think the goal scorer is actually Mullins. Both goals were scored by Mullins and putting Cavaliers away. Quite surprising that Cavaliers conceded those 2 goals. One, I can clearly saw one where the defense was totally outdone in entirely fashion. So that's how football is some of the time. Next game we have Arnett versus Harborview. Arnett stamping some level of authority on Harborview. Quite surprising, very aggressive, quick, fast, high tempo type game. But Arnett walked away with that one. Victorious. Kimani Harborn, another player putting himself on the score sheet again. Another good performance by Cephas, even though he didn't get his goal, and he's working extremely hard getting that goal. But my brother, relax, it will come. That's how football is some of the time. Harborview needs to work on some stuff. I'm not sure what the problem is. Very inconsistent. Staple is the one who's actually trying to do a lot. They have a lot of star-studded players. Hamilton, Murray, as I just mentioned, stable. They do have a squad of high talent and good players. I don't know what the problem is. Most definitely the coach will have to go back to the drawing board and find out what is the major issue in that one. So those are the games for Sunday. We move on now to Monday, the big day, where many people will turn out for also the Monday night football. First kickoff, we have a Dumbly Olin versus Mullines, and I'm telling you, it was an epic battle between both teams. I think that Mullines will feel are done by the linesman, but I was actually at that point when the linesman made the call, and the linesman did make the correct decision in that red card. But that's just a part of the game. That definitely is a part of the game. So double holding 2 goals by Peter McGregor, and Jaheim Harris getting back one later in the game. So double holding won that game 2-1, staying on the top of the table, which is most definitely a good thing for them. Keep that pace, keep going, keep that win formula going forward. Another day out, not hitting the back of the net for Bygrave. I know he must be feeling a bit frustrated at this moment, but his time will come also. He's a leading goal scorer and has not hit the target for about 2 games or so. Now the final game of the day, match day, big setup. Waterhouse versus Portmore United. Pretty much an enjoyable game, but most definitely Portmore United didn't turn up as though people would expect they would. Waterhouse with that high intensity. Spoke to Lenny Hyde after the game. He said that Portmore United is a team in transition, getting themselves back on track, trying to formalize how they want to go forward. So they're in the transition, whilst Waterhouse is actually the complete product. Waterhouse plays some really good football, high press, high intensity, stifling the midfield, stifling the defense, forcing errors from Portmore United, which I do think that most people watching that game would have enjoyed that game. A brace from Cardell Bembo scored now 9 goals, putting himself as close as possible to Atafroy Bygrave. Also Daniel Green from Mount Pleasant scored a goal, is also on 9 goals as well. The young man Shaquille Bradford scored a goal and also an assist, and paying tribute to Omar Legg, which was quite a nice and beautiful scene to watch and witness. So that's how it is. Good performance from Waterhouse. Overall, good performance from Waterhouse. Valiant attempt from Portmore, but definitely you can see the difference in the transitional phase for both teams at this moment. So let's move away from the setups and let's look at the table, what the table looks like. As you can see, Dumb Holding still at the top of the table on 35 points. Just behind them is Waterhouse on 33, just a 2 points difference. Arnett closer on 31 points. So it's not far away. All the teams are in close proximity, looking to embark on their least chance that they can get. Cavaliers and Mount Pleasant respectively in behind them, coming up quite closely. Cavaliers need to find back a level of consistency, and also Harbourview. But that's how football is. As you know, Mopay still down the bottom of the table. I don't know what the problem is, but they need to do something real fast. It's quite fascinating because they're quite. It's not a relegation season, so that might have them in a little bit more understanding. Now this would be a good opportunity for them to deploy many of those youngsters in the team, trying to see if you can build that core squad from young set of players. So going into the next season, they have a set of players who have garnered some level of minutes under their belt and experience under their belt as well to go forward with. So let's also move away from that. That's how the table is. Mobe and Veer at the bottom of the table, trying to hold on to their life, I would say. So these are the top goal scorers in the league at the moment. I want to apologize. Peter McGregor is on 6 goals in 7 games and also 1 assist, which is quite good in all aspects. That's how football is, and I'm telling you, the fight for that golden boot this season is one epic one. I have to be honest about that one. It is quite fascinating, and we have Atafroy Bygrave, who was a bit stalled, just a little bit on the top of the table, but Daniel Green, a goal a game at this moment. Cardell Benbow missing, not scoring in 2, and then in 1 game scoring 2. So that's how football is. Nelson still consistent being on the goal scoring sheet. Cephas just going off the ball just a little bit. As I said, Thomas is there. Trayvon Reed is there as well. Stable, who's trying so hard. As I said, McGregor should be on 6 goals, so he would have definitely been in and amongst Cephas and Thomas right there. But that's how football is. That's just how it is. you win some games, you score some goals, and another day nothing just don't come off for you. That's just football. So let's move away from here and have a look at the team of the week. I know this is something that many people are always looking for. As you can see, this is quite a good one. I do think that many people would say, why is that they're not seeing their favorite player in the team? But that is just football. That is just football, and I do believe. So hopefully we can have a look at the players there. Peter McGregor is there. Shaquille Bradford is there. Goal and assist. McGregor 2 goals. Benbow 2 goals. Mullins 2 goals. So they do deserve. Solly McCullough, solid defensive midfield performance. Also Marlon Martin from Arnett. And then now we have let me see here. Oh, Sigri, Elvis, Tope. So we have quite a few players here who actually Elvis repeated back-to-back team of the week now, and it's been a while since Benbow has been in the team of the week. Quite consistent on that one. So people, I won't go any further. I'm here lamenting long enough. I do think that this was quite a good one. Hopefully guys are doing good. Hopefully guys are taking care of yourself. Look out for the preview show for game week 16 tomorrow, and you will see that quite soon. Until next time people, this has been really an enjoyable one. Military Guna TV people, we are out.